Yo, what's up, dude? How's it going? So I happen to have three of the striped series guitars here at the moment. I have the original white, I have the Bumblebee, and off camera I have the brand new 2020 Frankie. And I thought, these guitars have been reviewed on YouTube quite a bit. I don't know that I'm adding anything new to it. Basswood body, maple neck, Floyd Rose 1000, single mounted pickup. I mean, it's not a very complicated guitar. I just wanted to give you a little sound difference. I'll use the same patch between the Stripe series and the Frankie. And I think at the end of this, I think what my conclusion is, having played these guitars now for about 3 days, two days now, 2 or 3 days, I've had all three here, and I've played them quite a bit. I think the Frankie is a little nicer. And you can judge for yourself, but, so this is the... there's the straight up pickup there. It's mounted, I believe, to the body. In other words, I don't see any adjustment screws on the side of the pickup itself. I believe it's directly mounted to the body, and because of that, it gives it a certain sound, like a direct mount. But even that said, my cats, really, the kittens have found down here, much to the chagrin of my other cats. But so yeah, top mounted jack, single knob. I don't know what else I could tell you about the guitar. They put the wheel down at the bottom. Graphite reinforced neck, which I thought was cool. A kind of a modern appointment. To a very traditional old style guitar, single pickup, super strat. But at the end of the day, this has a urethane satin neck, and the Frankie is a little different. And actually, even the size is a little is a tiny bit different, not much. So there's. I actually think this is the brightest of the three, but it just might be because the guy who actually owns this guitar has his action pretty damn low. All right, I'm going to switch up to the Bumble, and we'll go over that. There's not a lot of change between these two guitars. It's not until we get to the Frankie that you really see the big change. Let me switch out to the Bumble, and we'll check that out. Be right back. All right, we're back. We have the Bumblebee. This was for the Van Halen 2 record. They're identical in almost every way. The only big difference between the black and white right there, and the Bumble right here, is, of course, they don't put the pickguard on, but the pickup is mounted the same way. It's still mounted directly to the body. They have the same 12 through 16 compound radius neck. They have the same tuners, the same Floyd Rose 1000. They all have brass blocks for the trem block. What else can I tell you? The only real big difference is that this is, instead of a top mount jack like that, like right there, right? It's a bottom mount. It's a side side of the guitar mount instead of top of the guitar mount, right? But that's accurate. That's accurate to the original Bumble. So, you know, it's one of those things where the differences are mainly cosmetic. Again, graphite reinforced neck, same Wolfgang pickup, same everything, same feel for the neck. These guitars are very similar, other than really the paint job. But they look good. I mean, they're beautiful looking guitars. And you know, they you know what they are, quite frankly, especially like this one. It's like my Charvel San Dimas, quite frankly. It pretty much is. It feels very similar, if not identical, to that neck. You know, I'm not feeling a huge difference between my Charvel San Dimas and these guitars here. They feel pretty similar. You know, that said, let's move on to the final of the 3 of the Stripe series that I have here. Someone in the comments will say, no, they have this other Stripe series. I know. Okay. The Stripe series that I have in my possession right now. Those are the only ones I'm reviewing. Oh, you should review this one too. I don't have that one here. I don't have it. These are what I have. So let me switch. I'm assuming my kittens, which I can see are going a little nuts right now. What are you doing? She found a piece of paper to play with. I'm going to switch out to the final of the 3, my favorite of the 3. Spoiler alert, my favorite of the 3, the Frankie. And I'll go over the reasons why I like the Frankie better. And then it's really up to you whether you want to spend the more money for the Frankie versus the Stripe series. All right? Be back in a sec. All right, we're back. This is the Frankie, the most expensive of the 3 that I have here today. The other 2 will go for $8.99. These are $16.99. And quite frankly, I think it's worth it. You know, it's got a satin finish instead of the gloss finish. But the hardware is all the same. It's the same pickup, the same EVH Floyd Rose with a brass block, R3 nut, same tuners. The big difference is the treatment, not just the relicking, which, you know, that's where a lot of the money's going to have it hand relicked, although they're in the same spot, right? If you look at Tone King's, his relicking is in the same area, but it's not identical by any means, right? There's definitely a little bit of randomness to it, but not completely random. And then the pickup is turned a little bit. It's mounted on foam. It's a little bit different than the Bumblebee or the black and white. I think it sounds better. And I also like the feel of the neck better. So the sound might be just because it's turned a little bit and it's a little bit farther away. But I really do like the sound of this guitar. I think better than the other 2, which I thought were a touch brighter. And the finish on the neck is different. The other 2 are a satin polyurethane, or a urethane is how they put it on the... Maybe it's just regular urethane. Maybe it's monourethane and not polyurethane. But at any rate, it's urethane. A satin finish urethane. And they're fine. Feels just like my Charvel, right? These are oil finished with the oil. So I think that natural feel, you know, to the wood on the neck is just a little softer, a little smoother. A little more comfortable, feels more like an old worn guitar than like a brand new off the shelf guitar. There's there's something about this neck that's very, very comfortable, and I suspect it's because it's oiled instead of the urethane. I think the frets are the same. This is a dummy pickup, though it is magnetized, and this is all. These innards are just fake. They're just there for looks. They're not really functional, but it does sound. The guitar sounds a little warmer. And the neck feels a lot nicer, I think, than the other two, with the natural wood oiled feel versus the urethane satin feel. Another shot of the back here. I really like this guitar a lot. I like that the low friction knob, I think is it the same distance away? It almost feels like it's a touch far. I guess maybe it isn't. It feels like it's farther away, but maybe it's the same spot. These seem to be sold out everywhere. I think if you want to get one brand new, you're probably looking at the first quarter of 2021. Most places are quoting February, March, and April for new stock. And if I had to rate them, I would, I'd call the Bumble and the black and white a solid B+. Great guitars, workhorse guitars, sound great, look great, great fit and finish all around. There's nothing wrong with them. Great guitars. I'd give this an A. I like the feel of the neck better. I like the sound of it better. If this is the reference standard, I'd give this an A, and I'd give the other two a solid B+. It's a great guitar to play. The neck is actually just a tiny bit thicker at the 12th fret. Identical. They're all 12 to 14. I think it's 12 to 14. Could be 12 to 16. Is it 12 to 16 or 12 to 14? I think I had the specs up recently. 12 to 16. Compound radius. 12 to 16. 25.5 inch scale. The difference is the thickness. Identically thick at the 3rd fret, which is 0.79 inches thick. 79% of an inch thick. When you get to the 12th fret, the black and white and the Bumble are both 81%, 0.810. Yeah, 0.810 at the 12th fret. This is slightly thicker at 0.825 or 82.5%, the thickness of an inch. Those are 81%. It's a negligible difference. I can't say that I really felt it. Great sound and playing guitar, though. Not just the personality of the relic look, but really the oil field neck, rub neck. And it really does sound a little warmer than those other two. That's why you need a Floyd. Let's see. That's why you need a Floyd. Not bad. Yeah, sure. All right, dudes, there you have it. Just taking a look at I happen to have all three here, so I said, why not? I'll just do a quick check of them. And there you go. I'll leave a link in the description for more info. And there you have it. As always, thanks so much for hanging out. Rock on.